What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video once again. Haven't done one of these in such a while, but it's only because I've been busy. But we're gonna start back on this hype train here soon. Already got a monitor. Need to work on other things right now to get all this stuff set up. I'm telling you, one step at a time, people. One step at a time. We will get there. We will get there. With no worries, no pressure, we will make it. Now, the topic of discussion for today is simple. I've been preparing for this moment. I've been waiting for this moment. I've got like 3 videos already in the works. I'm probably going to keep them all separate. Maybe I can talk about it a little bit here, but I will keep that video in itself something else because I've actually got some individuals in the loop who's going to be more involved with that. So I'm going to keep that for what it is for now. And then I'm going to let that be. And I'm not going to spoil anything. But today's topic of discussion is on something that is very interesting that I've been trying to do. So today's discussion is the Superman. The new one, 2025, that just dropped with the new main being David Corenswet. This is probably like a late movie review, especially considering a lot of people have already done theirs. But I don't care. I was already saying I was going to do it, and there's a whole bunch of reasons, which is why there's going to be more than one video out talking about this. But the other one's not going to be a review. So my overall review for the Superman movie, if I was to smack it right there on the nose, I'm gonna have to give it a 9 out of 10. Very good movie, solid movie, one of my favorite Superman movies, probably the best Superman movie that I saw personally. Now, let me get into that reason. The reason why I say that it's the best Superman movie I saw is because it gave me hope for the DC universe, and I'm not much of a person who likes it over Marvel. I'm always a Marvel guy, Marvel stan. But it did give me hope that the DCU can come back and actually do a very good job when it comes to movies. Maybe it's because of James Gunn, you know what I mean? Like, personally, when I saw it, I will say, and it's probably like terrible to say it because it's not a Marvel movie, but it did feel like one. I'm not gonna lie, it felt like a Marvel movie, but it was DC. And I'm perfectly fine with that, you know. I believe that, you know, the formula, especially nowadays, it's kind of hard to be different, but at the same time, it's not too hard to be different, you know. It's just, I just feel like directors need to really take an initiative, and when they do take an initiative, they need to do a really good job. Which leads into the next thing that I wanted to talk about or mention. James Gunn knows how to do a Superman film, a Superman character. He knows how to do that. Matt Reeves knows how to do a Superman. Matt Reeves knows how to do a Batman film. That was the problem with Zack Snyder. He didn't know how to do either of those. Now, I know there's some people who like the old DCU universe, but I'm going to be honest. A lot of issues there. Maybe besides Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck. Those are the only 2 non-issues, and like the rest were awful. Maybe I can say, let me include, I might include Jason Momoa, because he hasn't done nothing crazy. But Wonder Woman, Flash, both of those 2, yeah, they can kick rocks. Wonder Woman and Flash was like 2 issues, dog. Apparently, I didn't even know that Wonder Woman, the actress for her, excuse me, the actress for her was that bad. But as they say, she was. So, yep, I'm going to say that I believe that he did the movie justice in terms of directing it, writing it, the storyline. I was fine with the storyline. If it was me, I would have probably done it better or changed it. But you know, that's just because I'm a fan. I'm not really like him. Even though they're fans and stuff like that, it still matters. I just want to say that for the record, I didn't come up here to try and denounce how everybody else feels or would like the other ones that came before it or whatever. Let alone my comments about the director himself. I have nothing against them. I enjoyed the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. I know some people didn't, and that's perfectly fine. Everybody has their own opinions with things. But I want to say that this is the Superman movie that we needed. Everyone needed. I know that most probably still wanted to see something similar to Henry Cavill, or that they wish that it was Henry Cavill instead. But in my honest opinion, David deserves a spot. I see why he was picked as the new Superman, and he did a fantastic job doing it. So I just think that people need to give him a chance, and that he's going to do a good job with his saga and his run as the Man of Steel. No pun intended. He's going to do it. Now to the points of what do I hope for as far as the future goes. Well, I hope to see more Mr. Terrific. I hope to see more of Guy Gardner. I hope to see more of the Justice Gang in general. A lot of those characters. I hope that the DCU makes a great comeback. The next movie I am going to go see is Woman of Tomorrow. I guess that's what it's going to be called, or it might just be called Supergirl. I'm not sure. But I heard a lot of good things about that movie, so I'm expecting to see how that one's going to play out. I hope it's good. I hope that James Gunn continues to do justice for DC. Brings it back. Actually brings in a good era of live action films. You know? Peak era of live action films, you know? Something that actually bring in a lot of hype like the MCU did when it came to, you know, everything they were doing in the beginning. But yeah. Like I said, my rating is a 9 out of 10. The one thing I did not like... What was the one thing I didn't like? You know what? Yeah. I had my problem with Hawk Girl. She wasn't really like much. She didn't really implement much into the story. You know, if you're going to bring a character in, do it justice like you did the other characters. For future reference, James Gunn. And that's another thing, too. That blonde girl who was just there for a big breast moment. I gotta say. So obvious with a lot of these other character builds. I'm just saying. But he definitely could have did a whole lot better when it came to those two characters alone. Everyone else, perfect. Jimmy, perfect. Lois, perfect. Clark, perfect. Perfect choices. So yeah, 9 out of 10. Would watch again. Be on the lookout for more reviews. I got some more interviews on the way. Got some content coming. The next video to look out for is going to be the Fantastic Four review. Yes, I already did see First Steps. First Steps is out by this point. By the time this video drops, First Steps will definitely already be out in theaters. And I have already seen it. It was phenomenal. Just as a sneak peek to that, it was phenomenal. Oh, I guess I should say before I go, one of my favorite things about the movie, 100%, I enjoyed Lex Luthor. Different Lex Luthor. Perfect Lex Luthor for me. I enjoyed the fights. I enjoyed that Superman wasn't winning. That's one of the main things about him. I enjoyed that he wasn't winning so much. And he was actually taking his time and actually being who Superman was. It was cool. I enjoyed the fights. Even though a lot of people didn't, I did. But yes, you guys have a good one. Like, comment, subscribe as usual. Be on the lookout for more content. And until then, this is Kai Kong Kaiser signing out.